welcome back to another Dune Awakening guide, how to, and overall just trying to keep you alive on a whack it video. And today we are going to be talking about actually gathering materials, mainly for mining when it comes to rock or and metal. And of course, if you do want to check out some videos of some of the stuff you can do with a metal and fiber and all the other little crafting stuff, be sure to check out my video talking about how to survive on a whack-it in the beginning. Might it be from weapon equipment and blood and water. But today, like I said, we're going to talk about some mining. So let's go ahead and jump on into that. So when it comes to mining, there is a couple things we need to go ahead and keep in mind here. Starting off in the beginning of the game, we have three main materials you're going to be seeing in the beginning, and of course the materials are granite, stone. So to start off here, you can go ahead and note a few things here, such as this. You can go ahead and find the material laying out in the environment that you can just go ahead and pick up. No mining required. By just hitting E, and this is one of the best way to get you started, since you're going to need some of the material to start off with mining. And the main reason is because we need a very specific item for mining, which is of course our cutaway, which you will need to craft by having some salvageable metal, as well as having it unlocked in your research. Just go ahead and continue on with the main story, which you can go ahead and find in your journal under New Beginning. And there will be a whole bunch of the object being like gather at Y and Z, go to the play, you know the routine, normal survival game type of structure. But once you go ahead and unlock it by progressing through the story, you will go ahead and find it in your resource tab. And then you can go ahead and just craft it on your character with some metal. So once you actually have the item unlocked with the cutaway, you now will go ahead and notice a few things we can go ahead and do. Which in the case of granite, you will notice this symbol over the item, which represent that you can go ahead and mine it. So for granite, you will just notice they would just be the normal types of stones. And then when it comes to copper, they will be the rocks with like a bluer tint coming out of them, so they stand out dramatically. As well as for metal, you can find them in a few decent visualness, such as this piece just being a piece of metal, as well bigger metal as well that you can find in some campsites. And then any bigger pieces of metal that you can also find, as well as some vehicles you can discover that are broken down out in the open area, such as vans, and of course the little warthog looking vehicle, the little sandcrawler, that's the main vehicle in it. So you can go ahead and find metal in a whole bunch of different ways. So when it comes to actually harvesting this, once again we are looking for any of the items that have this symbol of the gun or the cutter on top of it. And once you all find it, there is a couple things we can do here. First of all, we can go ahead and right click and we can scan the item, and you will go ahead and notice that blue line. It will be different depending on the item, and as well as of course, like if you are harvesting such as a vehicle, there might be multiple on it as well. So what you want to go ahead and do is with your gun, we're just gonna go ahead and trace that line, and it will go ahead and break it. But that is not the only way you can go ahead and harvest materials from the mining. We can also not any worry about scanning it at all, and we can just go ahead and start zapping it with our gun, and eventually the item itself will go ahead and break and give us the materials. So this is honestly really useful, especially if you find materials that are a little bit higher, such as the rocks or the copper if you're on the side of a mountain and you can't exactly get up there. Along as you can see the plasma coming off of it, which as you can see with the yellow net leaking off, as long as you can see that, you can just straight up destroy it from just shooting it. The thing is, of course, as you probably noticed, if you do follow the blue line, you will break it faster. and will take let energy sensor core. All your items do have the ability to break. The more you use it, the higher chance it can break, as well as how much power. So obviously, if you want your mining material to last longer, you do want to do the blue line and trace it out to get it faster and save on materials for your equipment. But just know you don't have to. So if you're doing it mindlessly, or once again it's something out of reach, you can still break it. So that is helpful, especially if that's something you need to do, or maybe you just want to mine without thinking. And there you have it. That is everything you need to know about mining starting off in Dune Awakening. Obviously, there will be more advanced upcoming on release, such as being able to mine from vehicles, being able to scan areas from vehicles as well, to find any more items you can collect. But starting off here, and as well as for the beta that is happening right now, this is the beginning guide to mining in Dune Awakening, and hopefully you have found it useful. If so, make sure to do the thumbs up, subscribe, hit all the bell for any more Dune Awakening guides, how-tos, video, gameplay, and live stream that I do every single day here on YouTube, as well as over on twitch.tv/troymaconn, starting around 8 p.m. But we are starting early for the release of a Doom here, so who knows, I might be live right now, so come on over and say hi. And also, we cannot forget about, of course, not only the guides and how-tos and live stream, but also all that jazz. And with that, that's gonna go ahead and do it for me for this video. But there will be plenty of more Dune Awakening guides, how-tos are coming very, very soon. And of course, if you want to see anything specific, let me know in the comments, and I will get on that, since I am here to help you all survive the deserts of Arrakis. But for now, I will go ahead and see you in the comments.